Hey coin lovers, ever wondered which state quarters are worth more than 25 cents? Today we're diving into the top 4 most valuable state quarters and uncovering the stories that make them treasures. Don't blink, you might have one hiding in your change jar. First up, the 1999 New Jersey State Quarter is one of the first coins released in the United States Mint's 50 State Quarters program. It was officially released on May 17, 1999, and it became the third quarter in the series following Delaware and Pennsylvania. What makes this quarter historically significant is not just its place in the sequence, but the powerful image it carries and the early excitement it generated among collectors. The design on the reverse of the New Jersey quarter features one of the most iconic scenes from American history, General George Washington crossing the Delaware River. This moment, immortalized in the famous 1851 painting by Emanuel Leutze, symbolizes courage, strategy, and a turning point in the American Revolutionary War. The coin depicts Washington in a boat, leading Continental Army troops through icy waters on the night of December 25, 1776. The design captures a moment of determination and resilience, and the inscription, "Crossroads of the Revolution," honors New Jersey's central role during that time. The obverse side of the coin features the familiar portrait of George Washington designed by John Flanagan. All state quarters use this obverse design, but it was slightly modified to fit the newer layout of the state series. The year of minting, the word liberty, and the national motto, "In God We Trust," are also included on this side of the coin. In terms of mintage, over 662 million New Jersey state quarters were struck in 1999 across the Philadelphia and Denver mints. Specifically, the Philadelphia Mint produced about 363 million coins, while the Denver Mint produced around 299 million. Because of these high numbers, most New Jersey state quarters are very common in circulated condition and are only worth face value, 25 cents. However, some coins are more valuable, particularly those in uncirculated or high-grade mint state condition. Collectors often seek out coins graded MS-65 or higher, and in those grades, the 1999 New Jersey quarter can sell for $2 to $5. Coins in near-perfect condition, graded MS-67 or higher, can reach prices between $20 and $80 depending on the quality and the current demand in the market. Even more valuable are coins with errors or unique characteristics. For example, some New Jersey quarters were mistakenly struck on the wrong planchet or show striking errors such as off-center strikes, double dies, or die cracks. These error coins are rare and can fetch anywhere from $100 to several $100 depending on the nature and severity of the mistake. One known error variety includes quarters struck with a partial collar, giving the coin a distorted rim. These can bring premiums from collectors who specialize in mint mistakes. Another point of interest is proof versions of the coin. These were made specifically for collectors and were struck using special dies to produce sharp detail and a mirror-like finish. The 1999 New Jersey Proof Quarter was minted in both clad and silver versions at the San Francisco Mint. The clad proof version is generally worth between $1 and $3, while the silver proof, containing 90% silver, can sell for $8 to $15, depending on its condition and silver value at the time. Next up, the 1999 Connecticut State Quarter is one of the earliest coins released in the United States Mint's 50 State Quarters program. It was the 5th coin in the series and was officially released on October 12, 1999. Like the others in this special series, the Connecticut Quarter celebrates the unique history and heritage of its state, and it has become a popular piece among both collectors and those new to numismatics. The reverse of the Connecticut Quarter features one of the most famous natural landmarks in the state, the Charter Oak. This massive tree was not only a symbol of strength and endurance, but also played a significant role in early American history. According to legend, in 1687, Connecticut's Royal Charter of 1662 was hidden inside the hollow of the Charter Oak tree to prevent it from being confiscated by the British governor. This act of defiance and preservation of local governance is a powerful symbol of American independence, and that story is forever captured on this quarter. The design was created by sculptor T. James Farrell and shows the majestic tree in fine detail with the inscription, "The Charter Oak," below it. Above, the word Connecticut appears, along with the state's founding year, 1788. The coin also bears the standard inscriptions, E Pluribus Unum, and the year of issue, 1999. On the obverse side, like all quarters in the series, is the portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. It includes the words, United States of America, Liberty, In God We Trust, and the coin's denomination, $quarter. This familiar image was slightly modified to fit the unique, reverse designs of the State Quarters series. When it comes to production, the Connecticut quarter had a very high mintage. The Philadelphia Mint struck approximately 684 million coins, while the Denver Mint produced around 414 million. Because of these massive numbers, the 1999 Connecticut quarter is considered common in circulated condition and is typically worth only its face value of 25 cents. However, collectors do look for high-grade examples. Coins that have never been used in circulation and are in mint state condition, graded MS-65 or higher, can be worth $1 to $5. Coins in near-perfect grades like MS-67 or MS-68 can sell for $15 to $50 or more, especially if they are certified by trusted grading companies like PCGS or NGC. There are also special collector versions of the Connecticut quarter. These include the 1999 S-proof coins, which were made at the San Francisco Mint using specially polished dies and planchets. These coins have a mirror-like finish and were never released for circulation. The standard-clad proof version is usually worth between $2 and $5, while the 90% silver-proof version can be worth $10 to $15, depending on silver prices and market demand. Though the Connecticut state quarter does not have as many major error varieties as some other states, collectors have reported finding minor die chips, die cracks, and off-center strikes. These types of errors are less common but can still fetch a premium depending on the severity and visual appeal. A coin with a noticeable minting mistake can be worth $20 to $100 or more. Next up, the 1999 Georgia State Quarter holds a special place in the United States Mint's 50 State Quarters program. It was the fourth coin released in the series and officially entered circulation on July 19, 1999. Like every quarter in this landmark program, the Georgia State Quarter celebrates the rich history, culture, and identity of the state it represents. What makes the Georgia quarter stand out is its elegant and symbolic design that tells a deeper story about Georgia's place in American history. The reverse of the Georgia quarter features the state's official fruit, the peach, nestled in the center of the design. The peach is a symbol of Georgia's agricultural history and is so strongly associated with the state that Georgia is often nicknamed the Peach State. Behind the peach is an outline of the state itself, adding a sense of geographic identity to the coin. Surrounding the central image are branches of the live oak tree, the state tree of Georgia, which represents strength and endurance. At the bottom of the design, a banner displays Georgia's state motto, Wisdom, Justice, Moderation. This detailed design was created by T. James Farrell, who skillfully combined state symbols and slogans to reflect Georgia's values and natural beauty. The top of the coin reads Georgia 1788, marking the year Georgia ratified the U.S. Constitution and officially became the fourth state. Like all state quarters, it also includes the phrases E Pluribus Unum and the year of release, 1999. The obverse side of the coin features the familiar portrait of George Washington, originally designed by John Flanagan. This side includes the inscriptions, United States of America, Liberty, In God We Trust, and $quarter. The obverse remained mostly unchanged throughout the entire state quarters program, while the reverse changed. to honor each of the 50 states. In terms of mintage, the 1999 Georgia State Quarter was produced in very large numbers. The Philadelphia Mint struck approximately 451 million coins, and the Denver Mint produced about 488 million. With a total mintage exceeding 939 million coins, the Georgia Quarter is extremely common in circulated condition. As a result, most circulated examples you find in pocket change are worth just face value, 25 cents. However, the value goes up when it comes to uncirculated and high-grade examples. A 1999 Georgia Quarter in mint state condition, graded MS 65 or higher, can be worth $1 to $5. Coins graded MS 67 or higher can be worth $10 to $30, and in some cases even more if they are especially well struck or have exceptional eye appeal. Certified coins in near-perfect condition, particularly those from early die states with no scratches or marks, can bring higher premiums from collectors. There are also special collector versions of the Georgia State Quarter that were not released for circulation. These include the 1999 S-Proof coins, which were made at the San Francisco Mint using polished dies and planchets. The standard clad proof version, which features a brilliant mirror-like finish, typically sells for around $2 to $4. Meanwhile, the 90% silver-proof version is more valuable, often worth between $10 and $15 depending on silver prices and overall condition. Though the Georgia Quarter is not known for major error varieties, minor minting errors have been reported. These include off-center strikes, die cracks, and weak strikes. Quarters with clear and unusual errors can fetch anywhere from $50 to several $100s depending on the type and visibility of the mistake. As always, the value of error coins is heavily dependent on demand and the uniqueness of the flaw. Next up, the 1999 Delaware State Quarter holds the distinction of being the very first coin released in the United States Mint's 50 State Quarters program. Officially released on March 10, 1999, this quarter marked the start of one of the most successful coin-collecting programs in American history. It not only celebrates Delaware's unique place in the nation's story, but also sparked a nationwide interest in collecting coins. The reverse design of the Delaware Quarter pays tribute to the state's proud history as the first to ratify the U.S. Constitution on December 7, 1787. The design features the iconic image of Caesar Rodney on horseback. Rodney was a key figure in Delaware's revolutionary history, famous for his dramatic overnight ride to Philadelphia to cast Delaware's deciding vote for independence in 1776. The horse and rider symbolize courage, determination, and Delaware's vital role in the birth of the United States. The coin also includes the inscription, "The First State," highlighting Delaware's status as the very first state to join the Union. Above the rider, the word Delaware appears along with the founding year, 1787. The bottom of the coin carries the motto, "Liberty and Independence," reinforcing Delaware's commitment to freedom and self-governance. On the obverse, like all the state quarters, is the classic portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. This side of the coin also carries the standard inscriptions, United States of America, Liberty, In God We Trust, and the denomination $quarter. The obverse design remained consistent throughout the entire 50-state Quarters series, while the reverse changed to celebrate each individual state. In terms of production, the Delaware Quarter had a relatively high mintage. The Philadelphia Mint produced roughly 383 million coins, and the Denver Mint struck approximately 398 million. Because of these large numbers, most Delaware quarters found in circulation are common and typically worth their face value of 25 cents. However, the coin's value can increase if it is in excellent condition. Uncirculated Delaware quarters graded MS 65 or higher can be worth between $1 and $5. Coins graded MS 67 or above, especially those certified by grading services like PCGS or NGC, can fetch prices ranging from $10 to $40 or more. The exact value depends on the coin's condition, luster, and any signs of wear. Collectors also prize special proof versions of the Delaware quarter. These were minted at the San Francisco Mint and feature a highly polished, mirror-like finish. The standard clad proof coin typically sells for $2 to $5, while the 90% silver proof version can be valued at $10 to $20, depending on current silver prices and demand. Though the Delaware quarter doesn't have many widely recognized error coins, some collectors seek out minor minting errors like die cracks, off-center strikes, or doubled dies. Such errors are quite rare and can command premiums, sometimes fetching $50 or more, depending on their uniqueness and condition. The 1999 Delaware State Quarter is more than just a piece of currency. It represents a pivotal moment in American history and the start of a program that brought the stories of each state into the hands of millions of Americans. For collectors and history enthusiasts alike, this quarter is a cherished symbol of Delaware's pioneering spirit and its important place in the nation's founding. If you have a 1999 Delaware quarter, examine it carefully. While most are common, coins in pristine condition or with unique errors can be worth much more. It's a wonderful reminder of how everyday coins can tell extraordinary stories.